drove down to my base. While I blame the world's neglect, then I shine right back again. So I won't hold back, and you should know that was never gone, just like regrets. So I won't go back. Oh, would I guide me to forget the time I lost with no regrets? Won't let me forget. Can't stand emotions, it's like a fire. What can I do, baby? 2 weeks without you, I can't wait so long. What can I do, baby? Can't stand, 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 can't stand. Can't stand, can't stand. Can't stand, can't stand. Can't stand, can't stand. Never, never let the love begin. I can't wait to see you again. Never, never let the love begin. Drowning in the sea, trying to go back. I can't wait to see you again. Drowning in the sea, trying to go back.
Lonely days got me feeling some type of way. When you're not around, I'm afraid, and I can't seem to compensate the way you make me feel. The way you make me feel. Fighting ain't always the key. Fighting ain't always what I need, but I'm ready to choose. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to fight for my happiness. I can't explain the way that I feel, and that's why I'm whispering through the pain. 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 I'm whispering. I'm in the shade of your hellish eyes. There's no escape, so I fantasize all the ways to feel the sun rays on my face. But your hands are the clouds. Your hands are the clouds. Yeah, yeah. Fighting isn't always the key, but fighting is always where it seems to lead. I'm ready to choose. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to fight for my happiness. I can't explain the way that I feel, and that's why I'm whispering through the pain. I'm whispering through the pain.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. LCA Broadcasting bringing you another Darkest Hour game. It is, I believe, their 7th match of the season now. 3-3 currently, as we move into Overpass being the match tonight. And they're playing Trippin, who is a record of 4-2. By my side, a bit of a newcomer to LCA. It's Clash. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Oh, just doing great, man. I just wanted to get your initial thoughts about the match overall. We see that both of these teams don't really play a whole lot of Overpass, just one game played this season from both sides. Just tell me a little bit about both teams and just anything you wanted to mention before we get into it, as the knife round is beginning as we speak.
Just want to mention that Trippin is on a 4-game win streak, currently kind of dominating the last couple games, about 16-10 on a majority of them. So definitely going to be a little bit interesting to see how that goes compared to, Darkest Hour being a little bit more inconsistent with the runaway ability of their scores. But definitely going to be a nice matchup. I followed Trippin last year a little bit here and there, and they were pretty solid. And the changes that they made, it seems to be doing good so far, considering they're 4-2. So definitely going to be interesting to see how things go.
Well, we don't have to wait for too long, as we are ready to get into the game right away. It's Darkest Hour versus Trippin. DH, they did not win the pistol, so they are unfortunately on that T side to start things off. Although Overpass can be one of those maps where I think if you have a well put together T side, You can start stringing some rounds together, keep that CT economy low. Things will be looking good. It's Corum to start things off here, taking first contact, putting some bullets in on a whole herd of Darkest Hours players running up long. And he is actually going to get caught out here. The flash is going to fly over. Yados will take him down. He'll find another headshot as well. And they're all just kind of lining up, but now it's just an absolute battle towards long here, Clash.
It is absolutely, definitely a nice execute. Started off pretty strong for Darkest Hour, but Trippin going to be able to come back and hold down that A site. Looks like they're going to be trying to grab the bomb here, fall off a little bit, and still not able to get it. You know, a little bit of contact coming in. Nice shot from Wilson, able to find Snoops there on the site. Now making it even 2v2, but Trippin at a little bit of a health advantage here.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 HP on Frizzy. They've got some time. If they wanted to rotate it down to B, they could. Maybe just kind of like quiet things down, make Trippin uncomfortable. And they are rotating T-Doy down here, so it's going to be a bit of a 1-1 setup. He's not fully committing, sitting up here in heaven, and he's got a perfect angle on these players walking in. One tap right there. And Wilson, he is the sole survivor. 87 HP, and he punches those numbers in the 1v2.
Definitely interesting to see both those players go towards the heaven area. Going to be forcing Wilson off to go around towards Monster. Definitely see this going in favor of Trippin, but however, he might be able to make something work here. Going to be able to find one. Not going to be able to connect to the last one. That's going to be a defuse for Trippin.
Good try from Wilson. Tried to wrap around the Monster tunnel there. Not going to happen, despite not having a kit. Plenty of time left over. And T-Doy, good performance to start things off. He's got 3 kills in the pistol. Now with that bomb plant, you know, you'd think that Darkest Hour might force into things here to get a round back, or will they play it safe and just keep those pistols in? It does seem to be the former. Galil on Yados and the rest of the team buying around him, so they're not looking to take this laying down and try to even it up quicker or sooner rather than later.
Of course, definitely, you know, definitely worth it to go for that force buy after getting that bomb planted there. Definitely the right decision from them. You know, kind of gets that second round to go either way. It depends. Both teams having weapons here. The only thing that's a little bit scary is going to be that M4 in the hands of Snoops.
That it is. Snoops right now positioned over towards the bathrooms. Corum is watching towards Connector, and he spotted the shoulder here of Axe. He gets tagged down quite a bit, but Corum, he'll just tuck away. Maybe going for a re-peek here fairly shortly. Overall, Darkest Hour just playing things slow. Looking for the response from Trippin. That scout is making its way over here. Gonna take a peek, and there it is. Beautiful shot from Yempi. Lands it right onto the head of Frizzy. And it's a 2-man advantage for Trippin. Corum working up the stairs, looking to do some even more damage. He'll take down Raidza, and things are just slowly falling apart. But Yados, he'll at least get one back. There's a lot of work to be done, though, still.
Definitely a lot of work to be done. But hey, they have an AK still in hand, and you know, as that T side, it only takes 1 bullet to take down one of those CTs, even with that head armor. A little bit of a scuffle coming into Connector. Looks like Corum going to be found out by Wilson and Axe. That's going to be making it a little bit more reasonable for them. Closing in on Connector, though, comes Balzar and T-Doy.
This is really awkward. 20 seconds now, and they're being surrounded on all sides. Nowhere for Darkest Hour to go except to fight forward, and even if they did, the crossfire was available for Trippin, so they will take the second round here. 2 in a row for them. And Darkest Hour, because they forced into that one, are onto the pistols here, and so it was a valiant effort. I think overall, early on in the round, it looked like Trippin might have run away with it, but Darkest Hour, they keep it close, and I think more importantly, are not letting these CT rounds be clean, and the rebuys will keep that money stable and not allow Trippin to kind of run away with things early on in the half.
Absolutely. Looked like a nade stack might be coming in from Darkest Hour. If you saw 4 of their players being able to pick up frag grenades there. So interested to see what they do. Peek coming in, not going to be able to find it, but he's going to be traded out by the teammates. It'll be 4-4 now.
They are quickly working through the bathrooms here, but that M4 standing in their way. Snoops. Oh, excuse me. Looking to line up those two players. Beautiful work from him, and it's all down to Wilson. 3 players to locate. And Snoopsy is on this angle. Sees the shoulder. He'll swing out wide. Doesn't even need the help of the grenade damage, although he would have backed into it anyway. And there you have it. 3-0. Darkest Hour with a chance to kind of work their way in there. But Snoops, really good job holding it down on the B site. Or on the A site, excuse me.
Definitely a way to go. Looks like that timeout going to be coming in most likely for Darkest Hour, trying to figure out what they want to do with the economy here after losing those 3 rounds to get Trippin. You're going to be seeing 3 AKs coming in as well as full utility for Darkest Hour. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and go for the force. First op going to be brought in though on Yempi. So definitely going to be interesting to see what he's going to be able to work up with that op.
AWP can be very lethal in the right hands, especially on a map like Overpass. You can put it in so many different positions. Keep it unpredictable, keep Darkest Hour on their toes, and it's going to force them to use a little bit of extra utility to clear out some of these angles that otherwise might not really be a threat with just the rifles in hand. But yeah, saving in that last round, they're going to bring it in. This is their first full gun round here. Looking to talk things over. Not sure if it is a tech or a tactical. They don't really tell us that here in ESEA, so we just sit here and wait. But taking a look at the scoreboard, I mean, it's really been Yados and Wilson to lead the way for Darkest Hour, though no round found just yet. They'll be looking to put their first on the board here, but the rest of the team not yet able to find a kill. On the other side of things, Trippin, you got Snoops leading the way, 6-1, good start for him. But, I mean, the big factor moving into this round is just the fact that that AWP is in the hands of Yempi, and so Darkest Hour, they need to be able to work around that.
Of course. Like you said earlier, you know, definitely that AWP in the right hands can do some deadly stuff. It'll be interesting to see what site Yempi's gone to and, you know, where he's going to be able to hold with that. My guess is going to be A long, but also he has that spawn for the B site, so just depends on where he decides he wants to take that. But either way, it's going to be a fight to get into that site just with the AKs alone.
Plenty of utility to go along. Wilson has gone ahead and bought up his full utility belt as well as that AK-47, so it's AKs across the board. Does seem like it might have been a little bit of a technical there, judging by the length of the timeout, but we're ready to go, ready to resume things. Trippin looking to continue their streak, make it 4 in a row, and Darkest Hour, they're looking to put their first on the board here and kind of avoid things getting out of control quickly and early on. As we stated in yesterday's match, it was me and Birdie in that one. Capital, one of the better fraggers for Darkest Hour, actually is out for the season with an internal hand injury. I believe it was his wrist. Not entirely sure, but that means that Frizzy has stepped in as the primary caller for Darkest Hour, and making an adjustment like that on the fly is tough. They don't have a lot of practice time with him, and I mean, we'll just see what the kind of response is from Darkest Hour, because it can be a little bit difficult, especially when it's an IGL. If it was any other position, maybe like a rifle or something like that, you could kind of fit them in there, a little bit easier to adjust to, but with the caller, it'll be interesting to see how they respond. Things off with a nice spray down there. Yados just raw peeks right into it, and so early one-man advantage for Trippin here. Plenty of utility left over. Ooh, the timing was a little suspect there, but he's run out of bullets. The M4A1S has betrayed him with that 20-bullet magazine. Can't complete that second spray down. Still, though, damage has been done, and this clock is ticking. Darkest Hour, it's B or bust. It's a good entry for Wilson. That opens things up here onto the B site. Corum on the flank here, and he sees the body. Frizzy just steps right into that spray down. 3v2, now down to just Raiza, and he's got too many angles to worry about here, so it will be the 4th found for Trippin.
Yeah, that's definitely detrimental for Darkest Hour. Now the economy's going to be reset a little bit. They have some money, but, you know, most likely going to see a save round or a light buy out of them here. Not really able to make much work there with their first full buy.
really a tough round to lose for a Darkest Hour. Deagle's in the hands of all the DH players this time around after losing that one. And still, one round could really break the money of Trippin, and that just shows the fragility of that CT economy. Nice nade over the boost side, takes Wilson down to about 49 HP, and Frizzy actually getting all the way through connector here is interesting. I'm sure he's heard that reload towards Divider as well, which is some valuable intel for Darkest Hour. They're looking to run this guy down. Yempi with the op, he'll only be able to get the one shot. Nice trade, Raiza. Beautiful headshot with the Deagle, bringing it to a man advantage, and now they're looking to go quickly towards this A site, but there's still an M4 standing in the way, as well as rotators coming in quickly.
All right, looks like they may be choosing to go, and bomb going to be picked up by Wilson. Still looking to execute towards the A site. Snoop's going to be able to find Ray. Ray does. Making their way towards bathroom as the CTs are crowding around him, though. There's going to be one on long and one towards dumpster on A. Bomb's going to be making its way towards A long here. Not too much going on. Deagle's in the hands of those two players. Those ops going to be recovered by Frizzy. Gato's pushing up in bathroom.
Another rifle has been retrieved by Wilson. One flash and a smoke. That's all that Darkest Hour have moving into this. The smoke will be for dumpster. And Frizzy hunting, looking for an opener here to get them into the site. There it is. Takes down T-Doy. And that will give them front sight control. Wilson really good to take down Snoops, who is trying to get an immediate trade. He will not be allowed to do so. And now, with that op in hand and the bomb being planted for front sight, this is so favorable for Darkest Hour, and they might come away with a round that they really shouldn't have been able to get coming into this one with just the Deagles. Wilson, he is positioned towards long. That's exactly where that smoke will land. Falzar, he's looking to swing. Wilson, he's gotten in front of the smoke, and Falzar not ready for him to be that close. And Darkest Hour, they win a round on the eco, and that's a big one to pick up.
Definitely a big one to pick up there. Able to recover a couple rifles and the op there. Going to be very nice coming in. Able to save a lot of money, not having to buy that op or that AK. To be kind of forcing Jit Trippin onto an eco round here. Looks like they're going to be doing similar here, a 5-7 and 4 Deagles for them. Going to be still staying to their normal setup, though, about 2 on A, looking to get aggressive, and 3 on the B site.
Yeah,
A little bit of utility. Oh.
I mean, I was just going to say that there are no grenades at all for Jit Trippin. They're just relying on the raw aim here. Oh, what a shot from Wilson. He spots out the boost. Still 2 more players to deal with here on this B site, and Falzar get a little peek, but he gets dropped so low. Going for the re-peek, not going to happen. That AK shreds him. And Snoop's will at least get that one Yempi. Okay, all of a sudden, they have a chance moving into this round, but still a 3v2. Darkest Hour not committing here, but if they get that kill on the backside, they might feel a lot more comfortable. It will be Raids to pick that up, and oh my goodness, long range from Corm. These Deagle shots have been nasty, Clash.
They have been. That's going to be 2.
Oh!
Another one. Looking for the third one here. Will he be able to find it, though? Guys, that a 1v1 AK versus the Deagle, and he picks it up! A 3K with the Deagle. All of those going to be single headshots. What a aim from the man right there.
Oh, fantastic shots. And I mean, Jit Trippin, they just give Darkest Hour a taste of their own medicine. Eco round one right back, and just when you think that Darkest Hour, they might be climbing back into things, start putting some rounds together, and kind of decrease the lead that Jit Trippin have been building up, all of a sudden, it's a 5th found 4-round lead, pretty comfortable for them. Darkest Hour, they will have money to buy through here, although not a lot of utility. That op shot is not going to land for Yempi, and so he will be forced back. Darkest Hour, that's a round they certainly cannot lose, and it's going to make things exponentially more difficult for them moving forward into this half.
So we got heavy B present here. Wilson getting a little bit aggressive, looking for the peak. T-Doy going to fall right behind Pillar. They're not going to see his shoulder come over, though. Looks like Darkest Hour just kind of waiting here, seeing what they can do, messing with the time. Still plenty of utility to their name. Get Trippin a little bit less at their disposal there. Guys that are going to be making his way up long. Will he be able to find him? He's going to be able to find Corum. Checking bathrooms. Not going to see the other player in there. Looks like a B execute coming in now for them. Frizzy able to find Falzar. That's going to open up that B site. Only one defender going to be remaining on the site. Yempi, nice op shot onto Rizda, sorry.
Yeah,
Just like full rotate coming into. Oh, go ahead.
No, it just might be a little bit too late here. I mean, T-Doy is here on the site, but that's really the only line of defense. He sprayed one down despite being blind. Now transitions over to the left side. He's got Snoops in support, but he goes down fairly early. 2v2, and he's run out of bullets. He needs Yempi to carry on here and grab the shot. He will get it, but it's a 1v1, and he's got the angle here, although Yados able to move towards that other side, get the bomb down. And Yempi, it's not really favorable here with that op in his hands unless Yados makes a mistake and peeks out, but he's made it far forward. And this is so difficult. Yempi can't land the shot, and he's so low as well. Oh my goodness! The shot to the wood almost took Yados down. But now that time is ticking, and he knows that he can just wait.
Drop going to be heard there. Yados versus Yempi here. Op still in hand. Will he be able to win? Fake DP is coming in. He lands the op shot. Will he have time, though? It's ticking down slowly. 1 second remaining, and he's going to be able to get that.
Wow.
What a way to end round number 7.
Excellent clutch from Yempi. One that I really don't think he should have ever been even kind of considering, but he pushes in and lands that shot at the perfect moment. If that bomb ticks down even like a second and a half more, there's no possible way for him to defuse it. But Yempi coming through when his team needs him, and it seems like every round that Darkest Hour have the advantage, and it looks like they're going to win Trippin, and they pull out something pretty incredible, and they keep that lead pretty strong. Now 5 rounds, the difference between these two teams, and Darkest Hour still looking for an answer, trying to break through here. Although that full loss bonus is in effect, so they will be able to buy through, and we'll see Yados on the AWP looking to make an impact. Lots of early utility usage here. Corum will open things up. And I mean, they are just crunching down all of these fights. Darkest Hour need to find some way back into this round, and this kill from Reza would be big. He will land a headshot onto Corum, but a lot of extra damage has been done to Reza there, down to 28 HP. He'll go ahead and be tossed over the op, but look at the aggression here from Snoops. He's all the way through B main. And so now they have to worry about his position. They will take him down, though. Really good awareness from Frizzy. And now even worried about another flank. T-Doy coming around the side, but he's going to be able to take Frizzy down. Bomb dropped, and now Reza's got to go back for it. Op in his hands. 1v3. There is still time, but it's being watched ever so closely here. Looking to land that shot. The shoulder peek comes through. He'll grab the bomb, take down T-Doy as well. But, I mean, Trippin are just surrounding Darkest Hour from all sides. Raid's a good try, good attempt, but ultimately nothing to find from it. And now that money is just not quite stable. Another pause.
This timeout most definitely looks like it may be a timeout for Darkest Hour, trying to figure out what they can do to get back in this game. You know, Trippin is up 6 rounds, you know, definitely a little upsetting to see here, but Darkest Hour, you know, looks like some Tech 9 is going to come out and some Deagles. You know how they did on their last eco round, so definitely interesting to see what they'll be able to pull off on this one. A little bit of utility coming in where Trippin has the economy to get basically anything they want here. I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 ops. That's gonna be a little bit hard for Darkest Hour here on the eco round, as that gives them the versatility to have ops on both the A and B site.
And a good thing to mention is Darkest Hour, the only round that they've won in this half was off that deco. Just deagles. And they managed to get it done, so...
I like that. Decos. I like that.
Exactly, you know? Deagle, eco, little combination of words there.
I like it, man. I like it. Never heard it before. I'll have to use that one.
Now you have.
I have.
But yeah, I mean, it's really going to have to be nothing short of a miracle for Darkest Hour to win here. There's still a few grenades in their possession. They've spotted out one player towards Divider. He'll just go ahead and fall back. Actually looking to take this fight, and Raidza, 2 bullets in the flash from Frizzy will be enough to take him down. Quickly moving towards this A site is Darkest Hour, and they've got a lot of space taken, but they're worried about behind them.
They're going to be able to find Yempy out on long. Yempy kind of made his way up A long whenever they pushed in. Falzar are going to be able to find Frizzy there. The retake coming in. T-Doy going to fall, and Falzar as well. And that's going to be round number 2 for Darkest Hour.
Again, they just win the rounds that they're not supposed to. And hopefully it's a sign of things to come, as whenever they do get guns in their hands, Trippin are usually able to counter it and get one right back. Although, this time around, I don't feel like that will be the case. Interestingly enough, though, they are forcing not a whole lot of money on this CT side, but get that good old swag 7 on Falzar, and the M4 will be the best weaponry for Trippin in this round. It is in the hands of Yempy, who has put together quite a few impressive rounds. Multi-kills coming through for him, but it's still quite an uphill climb for Darkest Hour.
Of course. Looks like a little bit more towards the A side here for Darkest Hour. 3 of their players are making their way through there. 2 players going to be in connector. Looks like Axe able to find Yempy and Corum. That's going to be a double kill for him down there in connectors. Definitely going to be opening things up. Looks like they're going to be rotating back over towards A now out of connector. I stand corrected. They're going to be making their way over towards B. 1 HP on Axe after that fight, by the way. You've got to be careful here, though. T-Doy sitting there on the right side. Will they be able to spot him out? Will they check it? There, he's going to be able to be found. Quickly going to be reflagged, though, by Axe's teammate there. 1v2 situation for Snoops. Now, Deagle in hand. We saw him do it before, able to pick up 3 1vs in the eco round. Will he be able to do it here?
I wouldn't count him out whatsoever. Frizzy, he is watching construction for now. Darkest Hour not fully comfortable to plant the bomb, but now that he's been located, they can just go ahead and take this fight. He will punch in those numbers. Snoops, he's so low, trying to isolate this fight on the site. A little bit dangerous there for a second, but it is Yados to confirm that final bit of damage to take him down. So there you go. 2 rounds in a row for Darkest Hour, something they haven't been able to do until now. And because Trippin invested everything, they're forced to save here. I mean, they really could force up and buy some things in, but it just would not be wise, I think, to let Darkest Hour start stringing these rounds together and maybe build some momentum.
Definitely. I agree with you there on the fact that, you know, you really don't want to try to force, you know, what could you maybe get a couple deagles in? You see 1 here on Corum, but if all of them went for it, you know, the economy would just be set back way too far. Around that 20-50 mark is about normally where you see those players not go for anything, is it? They're just going to be able to get more money on the next round. Looks like 3 players going to be pushed up A long for Trippin. Kind of getting aggressive here, but will they go into the AK of Raizda? They will. Raizda's going to be able to find both of them. That's a double kill for him over on the A site. Make that a triple.
That is what we call the meat grinder right there, Clash. Unarmored players just walk right into an AK. Easy frags. Frizzy, he's taking down that Soul B defender. Looking to clear out the rest of these angles. Just be as careful as possible. Not get caught out by this last player in Corum, but he's stuck in heaven, and so he has no chance to make any impact in that round. And 3 rounds in a row for Darkest Hour, slowly clawing their way back in here. Although Trippin, they've got the money to buy back in now, so it'll be M4 A1Ss across the board. Always interesting to see which teams go for the A1S or the A4, considering it's a lot more balanced. We saw a meta where the A1S was just by far better than the A4, but nice to see the A4 come back in. And I said it was M4s across the board. It's actually Titoy. Short end of the stick here with that MP9, but can't count out that MP9 whatsoever. At close range, it can be very strong.
I don't know if you saw that there, but at the beginning of that round, Quorum and Yempi trying to go for a little bit of a boost in connector to see into the trash area. Sorry. Not going to work as the smoke came in to block the Molotov. Weren't able to see anything there, so they decided to fall off back on the A site. But definitely, definitely something unique that you don't get to see every time they round, but that's going to open up connector for Darkest Hour to push through and find Titoy.
Oh, they've got some good damage there, Falzo with the double kill. But it's taken right back from Darkest Hour, so they've kept it to an even affair. But will they peek Snoops here? Oh, man, he could have held his bullets for a little bit longer. No matter, though. He's going to spray him down. Worried about Monster now, and he's getting surrounded from Wilson on the other side. But Quorum is right there. Peeks through the heavens smoke, and so Darkest Hour, they try to crunch those players on the B site, but Trippin ready for the most part, and they've won the half. They get that 8th round, and Yumpy has upgraded to the AUG. You don't see this one a whole lot, but it can be dangerous in certain situations.
Definitely one of those unique weapons that you don't see very often, but most of the time when it's pulled out, it stays out for a while. Just the ability to ADS with that weapon just allows a lot of these players, especially here in the main division, to just ultimately hit their shots better than the opponents most of the time. But that's gonna be tough. Oh,
okay. I mean, not too much to say there, Clash. just
definitely not too much to say.
An absolute bloodbath, and Trippin, they come out on top in that one.
Definitely not too much to say there. The round lasted, what, about 30 seconds?
Yeah, probably less, to be honest with you. And
But,
it's 9-4 now.
But hey, both teams are going to be able to full buy here again. A little light on the... Oh, not even. Full utility, full armor coming in for both teams. Going to be interesting to see what happens. 2 AKs in the hands of Jit Trippin, sorry. Full AKs in the hands of Darkest Hour. Yempi going to be able to find out 2 on A long. It's going to be 2 players pushed up, 13 HP remaining on Yempi. Players going to be making their way through connector, but Yempi's going to be there. Will they be spotted out? Yempi looking for a third. Not going to be able to find it just yet. Tagging Frizzy down to 12 HP. Nade dropped in. That's going to be able to find him. Axe, the sole survivor for the team. Will he be able to do it? He takes 1, takes 2. Looking for the third. Not going to be able to take the Quorum down. But a valiant effort. They're able to find 2 before ultimately being taken down himself.
Yeah, impressive kills for Axe, but there was just too much on his plate for him to win that round there. And so Darkest Hour, last round of the half, looking to make this 10-5. It looks a whole lot better than 11-4, and I think ultimately it's been a struggle. They put a few together here and there, but Jit Trippin for the most part have kept a pretty comfortable lead. It was 6-1 at one point, so gotta be happy with that. And Darkest Hour, they've been favoring this B site. Now a little bit of a different setup as they throw a flash over long and look to quickly take that control. Yempi is here though, and he's going to hear these footsteps as he works his way over, looking to take a peek towards that side. He's got the op in hand, look for the second. No, can't cock that weapon back in time, so he'll go down. Nice 1-for-1. But Titoy will get one back, and so now it's a 4v3. Plenty of time for Darkest Hour though, but just a whole lot of space being taken. And you look at Falzar, he's all the way through B main. Quorum, he's all the way up bathrooms, and Darkest Hour kind of just stuck here.
Yodo's able to find Snoops. It's going to bring this down to a 2v2. They're getting ready to enter into the A site, but Titoy able to spot him out. 10 HP though, he's able to find Yodos. Now it's going to be a 1v2 situation here for Reza. Reza looking in towards Bank. Not going to be able to find anybody there. Both those players are going to be pushed up in the bathroom. Does Reza go for the B site here, or are they going to try to go back up on the A? Slowly clearing storage room out. Going to be looking down towards that B site now, slowly making his way down the steps. T-Doy and Falzar clearing the A site. Not going to see ESEA anywhere. They're not too sure where he might be, but he's already down onto the B site. He's going to be tagged up, spotted out. Bomb's going to go down, though. 2 kills to his name. Will he be able to pick up 4? He's able to find one. Looking for the other one.
Oh!
He's going to be able to find him. That's going to send him into the next half. 5-10, like you said here at the beginning of the round. Definitely needed that round. Make it look a little bit better. Make things a little bit more clean for them going into that CT side.
That 1v2 from ESEA maybe giving them some confidence moving into the second half. They are down by quite a bit, but still, I mean, you never know. It's CSGO. It can be unpredictable. We've seen crazier things happen in the past, but that's a really good job right there to at least bring it to a 10-5. And so, Darkest Hour, they'll be moving on to the CT side now, which arguably is the more favorable one here on Overpass. I think Trippin put together a pretty good-looking half overall, but Darkest Hour, they're staying in it. I think this pistol round is going to be pretty big as far as how both of these teams start off the second half. Really need this one to get that momentum going. As we know, in the first half, Trippin won the pistol round, and then from there, got 3 rounds in a row after that. And it was tough for Darkest Hour to come back here, so that pistol round going to be huge.
Of course, definitely. You know, that pistol round can determine so much, especially if that bomb does not get planted. You know, it just basically can almost guarantee about 2 rounds for whichever team's able to take it. But, you know, sometimes, like you said, there are those off chances where it doesn't go the way that you're expecting, and, you know, things happen and things change, and, you know, I think pistol rounds are very underrated. And, you know, they honestly provide a lot of entertainment at the end of the day because you never know what you might be able to see on them.
Absolutely. Both teams discussing things, so we won't bore you with our rambling. We'll throw it to a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with the second half of Darkest Hour and Trippin. Stick with us, guys.
Not to lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game. The economy is lying. Children are dying. Sickness consumed all of my plans. Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? I'd really love to riot based on my information diet. In this political climate, it's too hot to take a stance. Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance?
Didn't have to wait too long here. Second half of the match. 10-5. Both of these teams looking to make a splash early on in the second half, getting that pistol round. Get that momentum going quickly. As Trippin look to put away Darkest Hour on the T side. Slow approach. Wilson. Oh, tough timing there, as he won't spot him out. Although they are gearing up for what seems to be a B execute. And as a matter of fact, as these nades do go down, Darkest Hour have stacked this A site, and they're going to hear those grenades fall, but by the time they rotate in, it might be too late, although Axie's got the advantage of the elevated height in heaven. He'll take down Quorum. Nevertheless, bomb will go down, and a retake situation in effect.
All of Darkest Hour ready to enter another B site. Looks like they're all just going to run in together. All of Trippin sitting over towards construction. Definitely viable here for Darkest Hour. Going to try to bait it with the bomb there. Running from Ash, able to find a second. Not going to be able to find a third on the round, though. 3v3 situation now. Jit Trippin losing one more. It's going to be a 1v3 now for Jit Trippin. Yempi going to be taken down.
Oh!
Couldn't keep up with it. Yempi able to pick up a 4K on the round, able to clutch that up for Jit Trippin there.
Wow. I mean,
speechless.
Yeah, that's that. Okay, so they get the bomb down and then they opt to go to play off site. Nobody is on the site. Everybody either through monster or towards construction, and it's a good idea. But Darkest Hour are winning the frags overall. Yempi is the only one left alive in the 1v3 because the monster player goes down, which is kind of that big two-pronged attack for Jit Trippin to make that post plant work. But he just hits the shots. I mean, it's 3K for him. Really impressive. And Darkest Hour are going to want that one back. It's an all-out dogfight here towards Fountain. Kills going back and forth, but ultimately the rifle's just too strong for Darkest Hour here in this situation. One more player to go, and Corum maybe close to getting caught with his gun out of his hands there, but no matter. Jit Trippin up to a 12th, and I mean, that really just kind of shows exactly how the pistol round kind of sets the pace for the second half. Already up to 12. It's now a 7-round differential. And Darkest Hour, this is the time where they need to put something together here. Rifles in their hands.
Jit Trippin with a nice frag grenade to start off that last round going into that fight. The second that flash came in, able to tag down 4 of the Darkest Hour's players. Definitely not what they were expecting to encounter there as they pushed into Fountain.
Fight for construction there. Darkest Hour not willing to give up short control for free. They will come out on top in the numbers side of things. Still very early on into the round, though, and a lot of space has been taken from the CTs. Reza playing this close angle in bathrooms, and he's going to spot this party player swinging in. Wins the duel, flicking up to the head of Yempi. Spots another player, but he's not going to bite off more than he can chew. He'll just go ahead and rotate off. Wait for the support of his teammates as Jit Trippin look to quickly move in here. Yedo swings in, takes him down, all down to T-Doy with just an AK and a flash in his hands. He's going to need a 1v4 clutch to keep things going for Jit Trippin.
This AK can be very detrimental, as you know. Only takes 1 bullet to the head. All he has to do is line up his shots, and he'll be able to take this T-Doy getting aggressive towards long. Will he be able to spot out Yados here? Kind of hinting towards knowing the player's there. He's going to see the foot. He knows he's there, goes for it, but Yados able to take down T-Doy.
Yeah, I mean, that's that shadow advantage right there. Yados, he saw the shadow before he could even peek that left side. He had an idea that a player was there, but it doesn't matter. You see it, swing in, and that's an easy kill there for Yados. And so a good response for Darkest Hour here on the first gun round of the second half. Looking to keep things rolling. Jit Trippin forced onto the save. Just a flurry of upgraded pistols, 2 flashes, smoke on Yempi, and this could be a fast play towards B.
Definitely looks like that fast play towards B. You know, if Yempi just went for the deagle, we would have had deco. But, you know, he decided to ruin our deco here today. Yempi gonna fall quickly to Frizzy. Frizzy able to find 2. Axe and Wilson gonna make quick work of the remaining players from Jit Trippin. That's gonna be a nice 7th round for Darkest Hour there.
Easy does it.
Yeah, there's not much to say there besides, like you said earlier, just the meat grinder there coming out of Monster Tunnel. Not much they could have done there to turn things in their favor, as, you know, just the AKs and M4s from Darkest Hour enough to just spray them down.
And I mean, what's interesting about that round too is Jit Trippin, they weren't really saving actually. I called it a save, but it was more like a half buy. And so they've got to save again, which is going to allow Darkest Hour a bit of an opportunity to string some rounds together here. Raids on the backside. He's taken down 2 unsuspecting players in short. Falzar and Yempi. More worried about construction, not at all considering that there could be a player pushing through connector. And so early 2-man advantage. It's a beautiful flashover. Raids having a little bit of trouble there, but the final bullet will connect onto the head of T-Doy, and things falling apart quickly. I don't think Jit Trippin have a whole lot left to work with here into this round. Yep, Raids out the connector. It'll get dropped easily. And what's so important about these last 2 rounds is they're keeping it clean, Clash. Keeping that money building. Four rounds between these two teams. We do have, it seems like a couple technical difficulties with Clash here in the voice comms. Hopefully he comes back to us soon. Rest in peace for now, but Trippin moving quickly through playground here. Gains some ground towards bathrooms and long. Just looking to put some pressure on the CT side of Darkest Hour, force them off these initial early angles. And they have to respect it. The nades flying in. There is a bit of a chance here towards bathrooms if someone just walks in unsuspectingly, although they are just sitting back for now.
Trippin kind of creeping the way up long. Right, Raid's gonna be able to find some new spell. Also gonna be taking down a second. That's gonna pull a rotate in from the rest of the Darkest Hours over towards A. Axe able to find T-Door. Leaving just 2 players from Jit Trippin.
And there it is.
Yeah.
Darkest Hour.
Didn't have time to react.
They continue their streak here. I believe that is now 3 rounds in a row from them, maybe even 4. But now just down by 3. And they're keeping that money low for Jit Trippin. They've got to either save or force into it. Again, it's a bit of a half buy. They're not fully committing to it, and that might be a bit of a problem for them. Just knowing that Darkest Hour are starting to stack these rounds together. It looked pretty solid on the CT side when there's guns in their hands. And now with Yados on the AWP, things could get even more difficult.
They definitely could. You know, I just want to point out T-Doy with the CZ. Going to be my favorite weapon in all of Counter-Strike. Hopefully we can see him make something happen here with it. Jit Trippin looking to push in through Monster. A little bit of a spray exchange going through. Double flash, triple flash coming in from Darkest Hour. Trying to deter that push. Jit Trippin just going to go for it. Falzar pushing on through, leading the charge with that Tech 9. Yet 2 of Jit Trippin going to fall. Wilson and Axe going to make quick work of them. Falzar going to be the final player remaining with just an MP4 in hand. Falzar going to be able to find 1v2 situation now. He knows where both of them are. He's tagged down 48 HP to his name. Op shot coming in, not going to connect. He's going to be able to find 1. Looking for the final player to take him down.
Ooh, close. Falzar trying to put together a miracle there in the 1v3 clutch. Can't get it done. Nice nade to cap things off. But it was close. I mean, Darkest Hour were fully prepared for that B hit. You saw just the amount of utility thrown towards the entrance of Monster there to delay any push. And the rotations had already come in at the perfect time. Darkest Hour, they are looking really solid here on the CT side. The momentum is building, and Jit Trippin, they've got to answer back soon. T-Doy has picked up an op now of his own. And a fight for short is taking place here. It's a really good angle for Wilson. A double kill from him. Traded out, though, by Yempi, so that keeps things even. 3v3. Short control taken, but the rest of the map so difficult. Reza right through that smoke. And now a one-man advantage, and they're just honed in on the locations of these Jit Trippin players.
Vals are trying to take that fight. They're not going to be able to win it against Reza. However, Reza is going to be falling back into bathroom. T-Doy with the op in hand. Looks like he may be making his way over towards connector, trying to get down to pick up that bomb, maybe looking for Reza. Going to be pushing into bathroom. Will he come up behind him, though? T-Doy's going to check it. He's going to be able to take him down, putting it within just 1 player advantage now for Darkest Hour. He's going to make the quick rotate back to pick up the bomb in T-spawn. Looks like he's going to be going towards the B site. Definitely a smart play there. You know, that kill over on the A site may be enough to pull all of Darkest Hour over towards A. Going to be making his way towards Monster quickly, looking to get this bomb down with just 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, he's got a smoke here. There it is. He'll be thrown for default. That'll allow him to exit out without having to worry about the op kind of hawking him down towards heaven. So the reposition is going to be big here. A 1v2 with an op is never really ideal, although if anybody can do it, T-Doy can. He's put on a good performance here as Axe and Frizzy, they sneak into the bomb site. Surely these steps will be heard. He misses the first shot, looking to land it there. Yes, he does. The smoke down. He's got to shoot through it. He can't land it. Going for the knife. Will the defuse come in? Yes, just in time. Axe, he'll get it done and actually escape as well. So very unfortunate there. The smoke held onto at the very end of the round. It is the difference maker here. Darkest Hour now within 1, looking to tie things up. They've been down the entire game, and maybe, just maybe, will grab their first lead if they can win this round. It would put Jit Trippin onto pistols, and then they'd be in prime position to take that lead.
Absolutely, definitely going to be a nice buy coming in for both teams here. You know, a decent amount of utility on both. Jit Trippin getting aggressive towards that B site, though. Bomb already going to be over there, and they're going to be trying to make their way in. Lucky for them, looks like a majority of that B site is going to be open. Actually, Yempy going to be taken down in connector by Raidza. That's going to be a little bit hard now, but Raidza going to be taken down by T-Doy. Going to be evening it out, 4 versus 4 now. But Darkest Hour all have rotated over towards that B site. Utility coming in now from Jit Trippin, but will it be enough? Will they be able to win the gunfights going into this site?
Jit Trippin taking their time. Now here come the grenades. The execute is in, but that Molotov is so perfectly timed. It splits up the team. 2 on site, 2 in construction. And so now, all of a sudden, the Darkest Hour players are able to kind of get down towards that lower area. A couple in pit. Bomb trying to get put down. He will get it. It's just an absolute dogfight here. Could go either way. All depends on the shots landing. T-Day opens it up. Falazar to grab one as well. 2 more players to locate here, and just a really good job. Falazar playing around the column, allowing his teammates to support him on all sides. Darkest Hour, they try to get back in, but Jit Trippin, they will keep the lead, maintain it for now, 13-11.
Definitely. I don't know if you saw it, though, but Snoop's playing around boxes beautifully, running away from one player, able to find the op sitting there and able to take him down and the other player pushing into him. So definitely, you know, a nice way to utilize his movement there and fork around his surroundings. Jit Trippin going to be taking that bomb towards the B site now. Looks like a generic split. Going to be a 3-2 split. 3 on B, 1, 2 towards A, 1 in connector. So definitely going to be interesting to see how they take this. Core, I'm going to be taking out Frizzy early on.
With that pick, I thought that they might get a little bit aggressive, speed things up towards the B site, but they have held on. Not going to give up that advantage so soon. Look how fast Raidza. He's all the way through long. This is so much information. 1 player in party, and Yeto's coming around, or excuse me, Raidza coming around this side. He hasn't seen him. Now he will. Headshot found, and now 4v4. This is so much space taken, and Jit Trippin are kind of locked in here. They've got to take this fight. Snoops, he's waiting, and maybe Raidza getting a little too aggressive for his own good there. 45 seconds now.
Jit Trippin definitely having to decide what they have to do here. As you said, 45 seconds. Now 38 seconds remaining for them to try to enter into a site. Looks like Axe is going to be holding a little bit aggressive here on B, looking towards construction. But luckily that is the spot to watch. As Jit Trippin looking to push on through. Flashbang coming in. Axe able to counter it. Looking in, able to find 1. Finds 2, but he's going to be taken down by Snoops on the flank. That's going to be a nice thing for Jit Trippin. Now Snoop's able to bring this into a 2v1. Gatos op and hands up in Sniper's Nest. Not going to be able to connect to any of the players just yet, though. He's going to try to bait the drop They're going for the boost. He saw the head. He knows what's going to go on.
Oh, wow.
Come in, flashbang coming in. Flash may have been able to mask that sound of the defuse. Yados just sneaking just under it. Molotov going to be dropped. Hold them off. Will he? It looks like he's going to go for the stick. 4 seconds. That's all it's going to take. Push for the Molotov. He's going to be able to find Snoops. T-Doy, time ticking down. T-Doy going to be able to find Yados. And that's going to be round 14 for Jit Trippin.
Yeah, Yados didn't spot the boost there. The head peeked over the wall, and I thought that for a second he might have just kind of thrown that Molotov and then gone for the stick a little bit earlier than what he did. But by the time he was on top of the bomb, the time was already ticked too far, and Jit Trippin not falling for it. They keep themselves stable. And now Darkest Hour in a bit of a dire situation here. Not a whole lot of money. Reza, he's been doing his absolute best to carry this team to victory. 31 kills to his name, and you don't normally see him put on a performance like this, but you have to wonder, I just don't know if it'll be enough. Jit Trippin 3 rounds ahead, 1 round away from match point here. And they've got everything going for them in the money department, weapons, utility. On the other side of things, Darkest Hour, they've got to save. They need to play for overtime here.
Definitely, definitely would be interesting to see this game go to overtime. We know how Darkest Hour has been on the eco round, so definitely looking for something good here. 3 of their players pushing down into connector. One of them is going to be taken down by T-Doy. T-Doy going to fall back, and Darkest Hour's just kind of collapsing here. Be taken down by Jit Trippin. Going to be sending this to match point.
Flawless round. They make it look easy. And this is it. Darkest Hour, they're going to put everything they have into this one to keep themselves alive. They not only need this, but they need 3 more after, even if they do win this one in a row. And for the most part, it's been a struggle for them to put 2, 3, 4 rounds together in a row. Jit Trippin have done well to maintain that lead for a good amount of time.
I just want to point out, Raids are sitting right now with 31 kills, taking it upon himself to toss the team on his back and try to pull these rounds together. Yados going to be able to find Yempi there. And Wilson able to find Corum. They're looking to stay in this. They don't want this match to end. Falz are going to be able to find Wilson. Looks like a B execute for Jit Trippin, but they're going to be rotating out now. What is Darkest Hour's reaction to this going to be? Kind of just waiting, looking like Jit Trippin getting ready to go back into the B site here. Axe still there, ready to go. Smoke's gone down. They're kind of playing a boost coming in. Are they going to be able to find anybody out, though? They're not. Snoop's not going to be able to spot anybody initially. They're going to go for the push here. But Axe and Frizzy, sorry, both on the site. Spraycom and Falz are going to be tagged down to 7 HP. The flank coming in from Raids are going to be able to find T-Doy. Snoop's going back to watch the flashbang coming in. Raids are able to tag him down to 19. Both these players from Jit Trippin very low.
Yeah, I mean, this is tough. I think they either just kind of run into it or save, and they're just going to run into it. A combined HP of less than 30. Axe will hear these footsteps running in, and with not a whole lot of time on the clock, nothing much can be done. It'll be Yados to swing in through heaven, and a very good round for Darkest Hour. They keep things alive, only losing 1 player. They get the early picks, and now maybe on their way to making this comeback a reality. Still a lot of work to be done. The uphill climb. Jit Trippin, they can buy into this one. Plenty of money to go around. Off back in the hands of T-Doy, and he has been doing quite well with that. We'll see what the approach is from Darkest Hour into this round.
Looks kind of just like a generic hold from Darkest Hour here. If you look and make a line exactly across the map, waiting to see where Jit Trippin's coming. The majority of those Jit Trippin players going to be aiming towards the B site. Wilson going to be found out by Corum, but Act going to be very quick to refrag that. Bombs on the way towards B. Looks like a boost going to be coming in. T-Doy going to be tagged up just a little bit by Frizzy there. 3 players for Darkest Hours over on the B site. Snoop's moving in with the bomb towards B. Kind of just waiting. It's a slow push. Jit Trippin trying to decide what they're going to do here. Snoops and T-Doy making their way in through monsters. Molotov onto barrels. Not going to be able to catch anybody out. They're sitting down in sewers there. Reza looking to try to catch anybody going towards construction. Not going to be able to find them. Bomb's going to be going down. They got to be careful, though. Yempi on the flank, AK in hand. Pals are going to be taken down by Yetos.
Around the side, nice double kill there, all down to Yempi, but he's in heaven.
Yempi.
He's rotated all the way around to heaven, and now he's got that angle advantage. Yetos, he's got to hit a blinder of a shot, and he does. Wow, what a headshot from him, the flick with the AK-47 to keep his team alive. And we saw yesterday the 4K with the AWP to close things out, and it was 15-14 on Nuke. He's coming up clutch again, answering the call when his team needs him to the most. And man, whew, we got the blood pumping after that round.
Definitely not the way you expected things to happen, but that's the way they kind of unfolded there. That flank definitely coming in valuable for Jit Trippin, just not able to find the last shot. And honestly, an unreal shot coming in from Yetos, but that's what he does. He's able to find those things and capitalize on them. Jit Trippin kind of forced onto an eco here, which is exactly what Darkest Hour needs to stay in this to send it to 14-15. Raids are going to be able to find Yempi in down towards connector. Darkest Hour kind of playing a little bit more reserved. They're getting aggressive on A, but not on B. And looks like Jit Trippin going to be entering in. Core, I'm able to find a one-shot onto Wilson with the Deagle. Lots of UTP down. The bomb's going to be able to go down just fine. It looks like they're planning for pillar here instead of default. A little bit different of a position, but it may just be what they need to do here.
Yeah, those smokes are going to allow them to kind of just sit back and play these deep angles. The Frizzy, he's got the opener. The Deagle from Corum is insane. And now a 2v2. All down to Snoops. He's in construction. The nade will fly in. And he's got the bait, and he's got the round match set. Whatever you want to call it. Jit Trippin will get it done. And in the most unlikely of ways as well. Off kind of an eco. They had a couple AKs in that round. But, I mean, after that, really not much else to go along with it. But that's it. It's going to be 16-14. And, I mean, it's a tough one for Darkest Hour. They can't come back. I thought after that really nice clutch from Yetos with that shot on in heaven that they had an opportunity to keep things alive. But it was not on the cards this time around, Clash.
Definitely not. You know, definitely a really good game of Counter-Strike, though. Neck and neck the whole time. You know, it would have been nice to see Darkest Hour come out with the win there, but just weren't able to convert. But still, 13-16, not a bad map at all. You know, especially for not playing Overpass that often. So, overall, super excited and really enjoyed the game of Counter-Strike that we were able to watch here tonight. But, you know, a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good showing from Darkest Hour on a map that, you know, they haven't played too much this season. We can't really look behind the scenes and see how much practice they've put in beforehand on this map. But ultimately, Jit Trippin, I think it really was the first half and them getting 10 rounds on that CT side, which allowed them to keep that lead going forward. I mean, Darkest Hour were on a streak for a bit. I think it was about a 4 or 5 round streak on the CT side, but just the amount of rounds that they had built up in the first half was too much for them to overcome this time around. I mean, it's tough. You got to keep your head up high. There's still a lot of work to be done. Unfortunately, Darkest Hour will now drop to 3-4 here in the ESEA main season 44 for Jit Trippin, up to 5-2. Doing well. That's now a 5 win streak, as you mentioned before this game. Anything else to say? Anything to mention before we get this audience out of here today, Clash?
No, just that it's still pretty early in the season. You know, Darkest Hour, like you said, you know, coming into this game, losing their IGL with the wrist injury, you know, definitely going to have to make some adjustments and some, you know, definitely kind of relearn how to work as the team there. You know, just with the different IGLing and, you know, just you lose a key member of your team, and it's a little hard. But overall, I think they're still doing an amazing job. Yados or not Yados, sorry. I can't remember how to
Reza.
say their name. Reza, definitely,
yeah.
throwing the team on his back here today. I didn't see what he ended the game off on, but definitely about double what his teammates had. Just showing his determination to make things happen here tonight, and he did. Wasn't always the flashiest player, but definitely able to be very consistent and kind of pull his team along with him tonight. So, gonna be interesting to see how the rest of the season goes for him.
Yeah, great performance from him. We hope to see more just like that, but it's just not enough to overcome their opposition here tonight. 16-14 is the final score. That'll do it from us. My name is Danny Fanta. Clash right by my side. Thank you guys for watching. It was a fun match, and I'll probably be back for the next Darkest Hour game as always. So that'll be it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.
Every night is like a daze, but I'm feeling praise as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken.